Before we start, let me tell you this. If you really want to understand Vietnam, don't just visit the places, eat the food. Every dish here has a story. Some are bold, some are simple, but all of them are real. In this journey, I'll show you 36 dishes that define how Vietnam cooks, eats, and lives. Let's begin. Let's begin with the dish that everyone knows by name, but few truly understand. This is pho, Vietnam's most iconic noodle soup. You'll see it on street corners, in fancy restaurants, and everywhere in between. It's warm, it's fragrant, and for many Vietnamese people, it's what home tastes like. Most people think pho comes from Hanoi, and they're not wrong. But if you trace it back, it actually started in Nam Han, a small province south of the capital. It was a humble dish born on the streets, where vendors carried broth and noodles on a shoulder pole. Over time, pho moved north, then south, and picked up new flavors along the way. A great bowl of pho starts with simple ingredients, but each one plays a vital role. Beef bones are simmered for hours to make the broth rich and clear. Roasted ginger and onions give it depth. Star anise, cinnamon, cardamom, those spices? That's the soul of pho, and of course, soft rice noodles and thinly sliced beef bring it all together. The cooking process for pho is slow and intentional. Bones are blanched, rinsed, then simmered gently for hours. Ginger and onions are roasted to bring out their aroma, then added to the pot. The broth is never rushed, it's tasted in, adjusted again and again until it feels right. This isn't fast food, it's slow care in a pot. The first thing you notice is the smell, warm, rich, slightly sweet from the spices. Then the taste, clean but deep, with layers that unfold slowly. The beef melts in your mouth, the noodles are soft but not mushy. Add lime, chili, and herbs, and suddenly it all comes alive. It's not just tasty, it's soothing. In Vietnam, pho isn't just food, it's part of daily life. People eat it in the morning, before work, before school. It's there for celebrations, for hangovers, even after funerals. Everyone has their own pho spot, some guard their recipes like family secrets. It's not just what's in the bowl, it's who you share it with. If you only try one dish in Vietnam, make it pho. It's the gateway to the country's food culture. You'll learn how patience tastes, how balance feels, and how a simple bowl of soup can carry a whole nation's identity. These little golden bites are called bánh cuot, crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. They're like tiny pancakes with a crunchy twist. Each one is topped with shrimp, mung bean, green onion, and served with fresh herbs. They're fun to eat, full of flavor, and impossible to stop at just one. Bánh cuot comes from the southern coastal town of Vung Tau. It's a street food favorite, simple, fast, and full of character. Locals often eat it for breakfast or lunch, usually in small family-run shops. It reflects the southern style of cooking, bold, generous, and all about texture. A classic bánh cuot starts with a simple rice flour batter, mixed with turmeric for that golden color. Each mini pancake is cooked in a round cast iron mold until the edges turn crispy. On top, a juicy shrimp, a sprinkle of mung bean, and a dash of chopped green onion, the real magic? It's all wrapped in lettuce, herbs, and dipped in fish sauce, sweet, sour, and spicy all at once. Making bánh cuot is part cooking, part performance. The batter is poured into hot cast iron molds. You can hear it sizzle right away. A shrimp goes on top, then a metal lid traps the heat. After just a few minutes, the edges crisp up, the center stays soft, and it's ready. It's fast, hot, and fun to watch. You'll want to eat them straight from the pan. Bánh cuot hits you with texture first. The shell is crispy, almost crackly. Then comes the creamy center, with just a hint of coconut in the batter. The shrimp adds saltiness, the mung bean a soft bite, and the herbs bring freshness. Dipped in sweet fish sauce, wrapped in lettuce, every bite has crunch, softness, heat, and brightness all at once. In southern Vietnam, bánh cuot is a weekend favorite. Families go out, sit close, and share trays stacked with these little pancakes. It's the kind of food made for gathering, simple, affordable, and fun to eat together. And like many Vietnamese dishes, it turns eating into something social. If you're traveling through Vietnam and only stick to pho and bánh mì, you're missing out. Bánh cute is crunchy, light, and unlike anything you've had before. It's Vietnam in a single bite: street life, seafood, heat, herbs, all in your hand. Try it once and I promise you'll want a second tray. From crispy to soft, next up is bánh cuon. Think of it as Vietnam's version of a delicate rice roll. It's steamed, not fried, filled with minced pork and mushrooms, and topped with crispy shallots. Light, silky, and best eaten while still warm. Bánh cuon is a northern Vietnamese dish, most famous in Hanoi and Thanh Trien. You'll find it in early morning markets, tucked behind alleyways. It's not flashy, just honest, handmade food, often made by older women who've perfected the roll over decades. Bánh cuon starts with a thin batter made from rice flour and water. That's it. The filling is simple: minced pork, wood ear mushrooms, a little shallot. On top, fried shallots, sliced cucumber, herbs. And of course, a small bowl of sizzling, that sweet savory fish sauce that ties it all together. The batter is poured onto a cloth stretched over boiling water, like a drum. In seconds, it turns into a thin, translucent sheet. The cook lifts it with a bamboo stick, fills it, and folds it fast before it tears. It takes practice and it's beautiful to watch. The first bite is soft, like warm silk, then comes the savory pork and mushroom filling. You dip it in fish sauce, get a little chili, a slice of cucumber, and suddenly it wakes up your whole palate. It's gentle, but it's got personality. In many Vietnamese homes, bánh cuon is a Sunday breakfast tradition. It's sold in small family stalls, often by women who've done this for decades. There's pride in making each roll just right. And it's one of those dishes that connects generations, something grandma made that we still eat today. Don't skip this one. Seriously, bánh cuon is the kind of dish that looks humble, but tastes way beyond what you'd expect. It's soft, savory, and that dipping sauce, oh wow, it's insanely good. You'll take a bite and say, why don't we have this back home? It's that good. Let's talk about bun, Vietnam's other noodle. Softer, cooler, lighter than pho, but don't let that fool you. This noodle carries flavor like a sponge. It soaks up broth, fish sauce, grilled meat, everything, and when you take that first bite, boom, flavor explosion. It's fresh, it's zesty, it's unbelievably satisfying. You'll want to lick the bowl clean. But here's the thing, bun isn't just one dish, it's a whole world. A canvas that Vietnamese cooks use to paint with flavor. You've got bun shake, smoky grilled pork swimming in sweet savory broth. You've got bun bo huc, spicy, deep, full of lemongrass and heat. And then there's bun thao inching, bun riu, bun MDM, each with its own attitude. Same noodle, totally different experience every time. And somehow, every single version just works. What's amazing is that bun doesn't come from one place. It comes from everywhere. In the north, it's light and delicate, like in bun shake from Hanoi. In the central region, it turns bold and spicy, like bun bo huc. Down south, you'll find versions that are sweet, vibrant, even fermented. Bun MDM. Anyone? Each region takes the same humble noodle and turns it into something completely its own. And that's the magic. Bun is local, it's personal. It's Vietnam on a regional map, one bowl at a time. Khai hay si a bun lon na bt hut nung the arch ti hun gin, chu si en go, en chi si, the anticha the jian, la ko sui bun mgm, da, mat, nhang fan jate lan tran mgi la man o thut. Thout enching che sian theme ling, rao san, hung, bcc ha, tia ti, theming gi ki con cha shimogi, ujiing gam, ki fong rang, han fi, mi the law ntc tang fan nach, vari, nchc mdm ricky lan, nachukui, via ankt, via mdn, via gt, ki shim vao sui bun. La Beng and Chiang Vang LPPTIC. Making a great bowl of bun isn't complicated, but it's all about balance. First, the noodles are blanched quickly in hot water, just enough to soften them, not make them soggy. Then comes the grill, pork slices, sizzling over charcoal, smoky and caramelized. On the side, someone's chopping herbs, scooping pickled veggies, and crushing peanuts by hand. Every bowl is built layer by layer like a salad, but with soul. And when that fish sauce hits at the end, it ties everything together like a secret handshake. It's not just cooking, it's choreography. The first thing you taste is freshness. The herbs are cool, the pickled veggies give a snap, and the noodles, soft, slippery, just a little chewy. Then boom, the grilled pork hits, smoky, sweet, a little crispy on the edge. The fish sauce, bright, sweet and salty with a kick of chili. Every bite is a flavor party, crunchy, juicy, warm, cold, all dancing on your tongue. It's not just good, it's addictive, like, where has this been all my life? Good. In Vietnam, bun isn't fancy food, it's everyday food. It's what you eat when you're rushing to work, or sitting with family on a slow Sunday morning. It's on plastic stools in back alleys, roadside stalls, and family kitchens. You'll see old men slurping it, teenagers scrolling TikTok while eating it, moms feeding it to their toddlers. It belongs to everyone, rich, poor, young, old. And every bowl tells a story of someone's day, someone's life. It's not just a dish, it's community in a bowl. If you only try one noodle dish in Vietnam that isn't pho, make it bun. It's light, it's flavorful, it's customizable, and every version is a surprise. One bite might be smoky and savory, the next bright and tangy. It's the kind of food that doesn't just taste good, it feels good, it feels right. And trust me, when that fish sauce hits the noodles and everything mixes together, it's the moment your taste buds realize, this is exactly where I'm meant to be. It's not just a meal, it's an experience you'll crave long after you leave. If there's one Vietnamese dish that's made it big around the world, it's bánh MD. A crispy, golden baguette on the outside, and inside? Oh man, it's chaos in the best possible way. Pate, mayo, pickled carrot, and daikon, fresh. Cilantro, crunchy cucumber, a splash of soy, and then the meat, BBQ pork, chicken, even fried egg. One bite and it's hot, cold, creamy, crunchy, salty, sweet, spicy, all at once. It's not just a sandwich, it's a punch of flavor wrapped in a crusty baguette. It wakes you up. It makes you hungry for more, and it's insanely satisfying. Bánh MD might look like a French baguette, and that's because it is, kind of. When the French colonized Vietnam, they brought their bread, but the Vietnamese, they made it better. Lighter crust, airier crumb, then filled it with local flavors. In Saigon, you'll find bánh MD packed with grilled pork, pork floss, even meatballs. In Hainan, they toast the bread till it crackles, then add homemade chili jam. Every region has its own twist, but one thing never changes. It's always fast, affordable, and ridiculously flavorful. Here's what makes a real Vietnamese bánh MD so unforgettable. First, the bread. It's not heavy like a French baguette. It's light, airy, with a thin crust that shatters when you bite it. Then the spread, rich liver pate, creamy. Mayo, sometimes a chili oil kick. The fillings? Grilled pork, pork belly, fried egg, cold cuts, or even meatballs. Add the crunch, pickled carrots and daikon, fresh cucumber, cilantro, and slices of chili for heat. It all gets layered fast, wrapped in paper, and handed to you hot from the grill. No machines, just hands, fire, and flavor. And when that bread cracks between your teeth, instant joy. In Vietnam, bánh MD is more than just food. It's part of everyday life. It's what people grab at sunrise before work, what kids eat during recess, what travelers buy at bus stations. It's cheap, quick, and made with care. Street vendors make hundreds a day, each one different, each one made by hand. No matter where you are in Vietnam, there's always a banh MD stand nearby. And the best ones, they don't have a sign. Just the smell of grilled meat and fresh bread pulling you in. This isn't just a sandwich, it's a part of Vietnam's heartbeat. If you come to Vietnam and don't try a banh MD, you didn't really come. It's fast food, but made by hand, with soul on the street. It's a sandwich, yes, but also a flavor explosion, a cultural handshake, a warm hug at breakfast. The crust shatters, the herbs cool your mouth, the meat hits deep, and that sauce? Sweet, salty, spicy, your taste buds don't stand a chance. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's only $1. No joke, $1. This isn't just food, it's Vietnam in one bite. Imagine this, you're deep in the central highlands of Vietnam. The air smells like pine trees, smoke, and earth. And then someone hands you a plate of gà enchang con plang, whole grilled chicken, cooked over open fire, skin blistered, golden, smoky as hell. You tear into it with your hands, no knife, no fork. The skin is crisp and salty, the meat is juicy with a smoky depth you can't fake. There's lemongrass, chili, forest pepper, and the dipping sauce, wild chili salt with lime, bright, hot, addicting. You take a bite and your brain says, this. This is how chicken should taste. Con Plang is a district in Con Tum province, up in Vietnam's central highlands. It's quiet, remote, covered in forests and red soil, where ethnic minorities live close to the land. And this chicken, it comes from there, not from a supermarket, not from a farm. These birds run wild, free range, strong, lean. They're marinated with native herbs and spices, stuff you won't find on any shelf. Then they're roasted over wood fire, not gas, not electric, fire, and you can taste it. Every bite has the mountain in it. The ingredients are simple, but wild, literally. Free-range hill chicken, lemongrass, forest pepper, chili, wild herbs you've never heard of. Salt from the mountains, lime picked right outside the house. The bird is cleaned, butterflied, and rubbed with a thick paste of spices, by hand, no gloves, no measuring spoons. Then it's tied to a bamboo stick, placed over open fire, turned slowly for nearly an hour. The skin darkens, the smell gets deeper. The meat cooks low and slow, soaking up smoke. You don't rush it. You watch, you smell, you wait, and when it's done, you tear it with your fingers. That's the only way. In the Central Highlands, food isn't just something you eat, it's something you gather around. And gà enchang con plang is always at the center of it. Weddings, harvest festivals, family reunions, there's always smoke, laughter, bamboo, and chicken on the fire. No one eats alone. The chicken is placed in the middle, and everyone tears it apart together. It's not about how perfect the cut is, it's about sharing. Elders dip it in salt and tell stories. Kids fight over the wings. And when the fire dies down and the mountain air gets cold, what's left isn't just bones, it's memory, warmth, and a feeling that you belong. If you've only ever eaten chicken in the city, you haven't truly tasted it yet. Gà enchang con plang is chicken at its wildest, purest, smokiest form. It's not just roasted, it's reborn through fire and mountain air. Every bite is primal, rustic, unapologetically real. You'll tear it with your hands, eat it off banana leaves, and chase it with salt, chili, and lime. It doesn't come with a napkin, it comes with smoke in your hair, ash on your fingers, and a memory burned into your soul. That's why you don't skip this. Because this isn't just food. It's Vietnam, raw and real and unforgettable. Alright, what's next on our journey? Let me introduce you to a Saigon legend. This right here is called Siem Tien Tiem, or broken rice. Once considered poor man's rice, now it's a national icon. The rice, short, fractured grains, tender, steamy, and perfect for soaking up flavor. Then comes the star, a grilled pork chop, juicy, smoky, caramelized on the edges. Throw in a sunny side-up egg, scallion oil, pickled veggies, and a bowl of fish sauce so flavorful it should Come with a warning, one bite, and it's all there. Crispy, rich, tangy, sweet. It's simple and it's dangerously addictive. So where did this humble yet irresistible dish come from? Siem Tin Tiem was born right here in the heart of Saigon. Originally, it was what farmers ate, broken grains of rice that couldn't be sold at market, but leave it to the Vietnamese too. Turn leftovers into legend over time. Street vendors grilled pork over charcoal, added a fried egg, a few pickles, and suddenly it wasn't just survival food. It became comfort food, soul food. Walk through Saigon early in the morning, and you'll smell it before you see it. That smoky, sweet aroma rising from a tiny alley. This isn't just a dish from the South. Siem missed the South. Let's break it down because the beauty of Siem Tin Tiem is in the details. First, the rice, small, broken grains with rough edges, softer than jasmine rice, but with a little chew. Then comes the pork chop. It's marinated in fish sauce, sugar, garlic, and lemongrass overnight if it's done right. When it hits the charcoal grill, it sizzles, smokes, and caramelizes at the edges. Add on a fried egg with a golden, runny yolk, pickled carrots and daikon for crunch, and a drizzle of scallion oil. Finally, that fish sauce, sweet, salty, tangy, spicy, poured over the whole plate like a finishing move. You don't eat this with a fork and a knife. You mix, you scoop, you savor every chaotic, delicious bite. In Saigon, Siem Tin Tiem isn't just food. It's a part of daily life. It's what office workers grab on the go. What students eat before exams. What night owls devour after midnight. It's everywhere, from sidewalk stalls to full-blown restaurants, and no matter where you go, there's always that familiar smell, grilled pork and scallion oil in the morning air. Locals say if you don't eat Siem Tin Tiem at least once a week, you're not really living in Saigon. It's quick, cheap, satisfying, and somehow it never gets old. It's more than a meal. Siem Tin Tiem is Saigon's heartbeat, served on a metal plate. If you're in Saigon and you haven't had Siem Tin Tiem yet, are you even in Saigon? This isn't just a rice dish, it's grilled dreams on a plate. It's smoky, it's savory, it's got crunch, fat, sweetness, acid, everything your taste buds ever wanted. You don't need a fancy table. Just a metal tray, a plastic stool, and a moment to close your eyes after that first bite. Because trust me, that first bite, it might ruin regular rice forever, and the best part, it's everywhere. You just need to follow the scent of Sinane and Cheng and let your heart do the rest. Now for something a little different and a lot more emotional. These are bancheng and bantet, sticky rice cakes wrapped in leaves and steamed for hours. One is square, one is round, but both are symbols of Vietnamese New Year. Inside, sticky rice, mung bean, and fatty pork belly that melts in your mouth. The rice is soft and rich, the mung bean creamy, and the pork, oh wow, salty, juicy, and so tender it falls apart. Add a slice of pickled shallot on the side. You've got savory, creamy, and tangy in one perfect bite. It's not loud or spicy, it's deep, gentle, ancestral. A taste of tradition in the most comforting way. These aren't just rice cakes, they're edible history. In the north, you'll find ban chang, square, wrapped tightly in la dong. It's said to represent the earth. Solid, grounded, essential. In the south, you'll find ban tet, long and round, wrapped in banana leaves. It symbolizes the sky, the cycle of time, and good fortune. Different shapes, different leaves, but the heart is the same. Sticky rice, mung bean, pork belly, simple ingredients, cooked together for hours, and during Lunar New Year, every family makes them, not just to eat, but to remember. It's not just about taste, it's about home. The ingredients are humble, but deeply meaningful: sticky rice, yellow mung beans, fatty pork belly marinated with pepper and fish sauce. And the most important part, the wrapping. In the north, it's la dong, broad, deep green, with a grassy aroma. In the south, banana leaves bring a sweeter, softer scent. The rice, beans, and pork are layered with care, then wrapped tightly and tied with string. Then comes the wait, 8, 10, even 12 hours, slow cooked in giant pots over open fire. It's not just cooking, it's patience, it's memory, it's family sitting around the fire all night, telling stories as the pot bubbles beside them. In Vietnam, bánh chưng and bánh tét are more than just food, they're memories wrapped in leaves. For centuries, these cakes have been made for Lunar New Year or Tit. Families gather to wash leaves, soak rice, season pork, every step done together. And when the fire is lit and the pots start boiling, it's more than cooking, it's connection. People sit around the pot all night, laughing, telling stories, singing old songs. Elders pass down the right way to wrap, kids fall asleep. By the fire, when morning comes, the cakes are done and the new year begins. It's a moment of stillness in a changing world. A way to hold on to what matters, a taste that says, you're home. You don't just eat bánh chưng or bánh tét, you unwrap it, layer by layer, like a gift passed down from generations. The steam, the scent of the leaves, the warmth in your hands. It's like time slows down. It's not bold or spicy. It's not flashy, but it's powerful in a quiet, deeply emotional way. One bite and you taste home, even if it's not your home. You feel something ancient, something true. That's why you don't skip this, because in a world that moves too fast, this is a dish that tells you to stop, breathe, and remember. Alright, time to turn up the heat. Literally. Next up is bánh xèo, and in Gut An, it's a little different than the southern style you may know. Here, the pancakes are small, sizzling, and ultra crispy, like golden saucers of flavor. They're made fresh on cast iron skillets, with batter poured so thin it crackles instantly. Inside, ground pork, shrimp, maybe a little bean sprout, no fluff, just flavor. Then you wrap them in herbs and rice paper, dip into spicy and shishichum, and that first bite? It's hot, crunchy, salty, fresh, and oh wow, unbelievably satisfying. You'll hear it before you taste it. That sizzle, it's a promise. You'll find bánh xèo across Vietnam, but in Gut An, it hits different. This is a land of wind, sun, and hardworking hands. The pancakes here are smaller, thinner, crispier, made fast, served hot. They're not bright yellow or coconut sweet. Like in the South, no turmeric, no frills, just rice flour, heat, and skill. Vendors set up roadside grills, surrounded by scooters and smoke. And locals line up, rain or shine, for a few plates of these golden, sizzling bites. This is street food at its most honest, quick, hot, bold, and unforgettable. The ingredients, so simple you might not believe it. Just rice flour, water, and a bit of salt, mixed into a thin, milky batter. No turmeric, no coconut milk, just raw clarity. The pan is everything. A cast iron mold, heated until it's nearly smoking. A ladle of batter hits the surface and sizzles instantly. That sound, it's addictive. Ground pork, shrimp, maybe bean sprouts or green onion, tossed into the middle. Then the cook works fast. Cover, flip, crisp the edges in seconds. You've got a pancake so thin, so lacy, it crackles when folded, served hot, right off the pan. No reheating, no mercy, just heat and crunch. In Gut An, bánh xèo isn't just food, it's a childhood soundtrack. That sharp xèo when batter hits the hot pan? It echoes through alleys, calling kids out to the street. Rainy days, small stools, shared plates, mothers flipping pancakes, with one hand while cradling a baby in the other. A few thousand hen buys you a belly full and a heart warmed. It's not a dish for special occasions, it's a dish for ordinary, beautiful, honest days. People gather not for luxury, but for that sound, that smell, that moment when life slows down and everything feels just right, hot, crunchy, and shared. If you love crispy, sizzling street food, this is your golden ticket. Bánh xèo and doesn't try to impress with size or flair. It wins with heat, crunch, and soul. That first bite? It's hot, loud, messy, and insanely good. It's a dish that doesn't whisper, it crackles. And it doesn't care for elegance, it cares that you're happy, full, and licking your fingers. You don't need a reason. Just sit down, hear that sizzle, and let it speak to you, because sometimes happiness sounds exactly like Zio. Next up, we've got a crackling classic, Shake Gio, Vietnam's beloved fried spring rolls. Don't let the size fool you, these golden little rolls are packed with flavor. Inside, a mixture of ground pork, wood-ear mushrooms, glass noodles, carrots, shallots, and sometimes shrimp or crab. Wrapped in rice paper, then fried until golden and blistered, one bite and it shatters like thin glass. The filling is hot, juicy, savory, and aromatic. Dip it in NCC MDM or wrap it in lettuce with herbs. Either way, it's a bite-sized bomb of texture and taste. Crispy, salty, juicy, irresistible. Shake Gio is loved across Vietnam, but each region gives it a unique spin. In the north, it's called Nem Ran, elegant and balanced. The rolls are longer, thinner, and filled with ground pork, mushrooms, glass noodles, and crab. In the south, it's Shake Gio, bolder, richer, sometimes with sweet taro or shrimp. Some use rice paper, others prefer wheat wrappers for extra crunch. But no matter where you are, you'll find it on celebration tables, Tet feasts, weddings, family reunions. It's a dish that brings people together, region to region, bite by bite. One country, many rolls, infinite joy. Making good Shake Gio takes time and care. First, the filling, ground pork, wood-ear mushrooms, glass noodles, shredded carrots, garlic, shallots, all finely chopped and seasoned. Some add shrimp or crab for sweetness, or taro for that creamy edge. Then comes the wrapping, done by hand, one roll at a time. The rice paper must be just wet enough to fold but not tear. The rolls are sealed tight, then fried in hot oil until golden and blistered. The magic? Low heat, slow patience, to cook the filling through while the skin crisps perfectly. And when they're done, you hear it first, that crackle. Then the smell hits, and then that first bite, pure happiness. In Vietnam, Shake Gio means more than just a crispy bite, it means family. It's the dish you see at weddings, Tet gatherings, ancestor offerings. But it's also there on Sunday lunches, birthday dinners, and surprise reunions. Every roll is made by hand and often by many hands at once. Grandma mixes the filling, mom rolls, the kids sneak raw ones to play with. Then everyone eats together, dipping, crunching, smiling. And long after the meal is done, the smell lingers, not just in the air, but in memory. Shake Gio is love, wrapped, fried, and shared. Why can't you skip Shake Gio? Because it's the kind of food that speaks every language, especially the language of joy. It crackles when you bite, it melts as you chew. It makes you pause, nod, and say, "Oh, that's good." It doesn't need translation, just dipping sauce, a plate to share, and someone next to you to say, "Try this." One roll becomes two, then five, and before you know it, your hands are greasy and your heart is full. That's Shake Gio, not fancy, not expensive, just perfect. And just like that, we've only scratched the surface. Vietnam's cuisine isn't just food, it's history, culture, and soul on a plate. 10 dishes, and each one told a story. But trust me, there's so much more to come, so if you felt even a little hunger, a little wonder, or just a little warmth, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave me a comment. Which dish made your mouth water? What would you love to try in part 2? Your voice means everything to this journey because food is better when it's shared. And stories are sweeter when we tell them together.